but I guess he just went down
Oh
to the
no.
kitchen.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we got a season. Ghost was like the fourth highest MMR player in China, so it was looking really good. They didn't really win a lot of games with Ghost, so now he's benched. Now it's Mikasa back on the second position.
How many times have they done this? I feel like this. I feel like at this point you might as well just have Mikasa as your part of your main roster because they bring him back every tournament.
Yeah, it's actually not very good for the mid players, right? Like, just getting benched all day, you don't feel good. And
Well, I mean, even less to do with that. It's just your team chemistry is always going to be bad because you're always practicing with like someone else, and then you bench him, and then you just bring someone new in. It's really strange to me.
yeah, and also I think they've been having visa issues. That's why they couldn't participate in some tournaments. And I think overall this team just needs a little bit of remodeling. Just kick everyone except FY, and then go from there.
Maybe he's the issue, and you never know.
Maybe. Maybe. All right, we're going to see Underlord as the first pick here for Vici Gaming. No Arc Warden just yet. But I think last week we saw that Arc Warden is actually not that big of a deal from the game results that we watched.
I mean, that's kind of how it is. I mean, to be fair, it's already been like a week now, right? So a week is a decent amount enough of time for people to just kind of figure things out, and maybe they figure something out.
So you're saying that the hero was good, and then people figured it out, or you're saying people have not figured out the hero and how
I
to
think
use
it's, I think it's kind of both. Because the way people have been playing Arc Warden is basically the way they've been playing it in pubs, right? But they
Yes.
never had a chance to practice it in a competitive setting.
it, right?
So by bringing it out a couple of times, people probably just deal with it the way they deal with it in pubs, because that's like the only way people know how to play it. So it goes both ways. People kind of figured it out, but at the same time, people haven't picked up on anything yet because he's only been in competitive for like a week.
So one thing I always try to explore is the support options on the hero. Like, for example, currently I'm playing Monkey King support, and it's actually insanely strong. Have you ever tried Arc Warden support, or rather, do you think that hero
I've
has
seen it.
potential?
It's too greedy because I mean, I feel the reason why I feel it's too greedy is because like ideally you want to hit that Midas timing like somewhat early because
Right.
that's when that's like the most important thing for an Arc Warden. Like you have to hit that Midas as early as you can.
So you
And by
don't.
putting him support, it's like you have to leech from lane or pull like nonstop. That's the only way you're gonna get a farm, and I feel like it's just not worth it.
Because the way I see it is that Flux is probably one of the best zoning skills in the whole game, especially against a solo offlaner. And maybe instead of leveling up Sparkwave, you could actually take advantage of Magnetic Field and go for some early tower pushing. I mean, it's definitely something that hasn't been explored, in my opinion, at least by the pro.
Yeah, I
teams.
definitely agree with you there. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things that might work. It's just people never really tried it.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it might work. Someone's just gotta test it out in a scrim or something like that and see how it works.
Man up, and pick Arc Lord and support. All right, we're gonna have the second phase ban taken out. Both Shadow Demon and Jakiro being taken out here by Vici Gaming. I guess they're afraid of the push, or sorry, CDEC took out the.
I mean, you have to be afraid of the SD Luna. That combo like won. What was their percentage win rate together in Boston Major?
A lot. Definitely like
It was
well over
really
60,
high.
right? 70 something, I think.
It might even be above 80, honestly.
And people don't really see Underlore as a pusher, but the way that the Chinese team has been playing it, he's basically like the aura person, right? He buys either Mech, Crimson, Vlad's. We even seen Helmet the Dominator, which is kind of a pseudo ghetto pushing item, if you want to call it that. And I think with just Pit Lord and Luna alone, you already have a good pushing draft to start. And you only really need to complement it with, let's say Jakiro Liquid Fire or something like that, and you're good to go. CDC is going to take away a little bit of that pushing by taking up a DK for themselves. So that's going to relegate the Timber to either off lane or safe lane.
It's probably gonna be. Well, it's too hard to say for now. They might want to try to pressure the off lane, but if they do so, I think it's just gonna be a dual lane. I don't think there's gonna be any aggro tri lane kind of thing coming out from CDEC.
Yeah, this is June's team, right? He's the offlaner. He drafts. He never puts himself in a gimped position.
Yeah,
This is
for sure.
Yeah, he always puts himself in a lane that either has a very decent 1v1 or has a support to back him up. He is going to be the playmaker for the team. And Vici Gaming is
Yeah.
going to go back for Disruptor. This likely is going to be DDC's hero. FY, generally playing the more roam-intensive forward position roles.
Now that you mentioned June's drafting tendency, I'm more inclined to believe this is like a poor matched up Timbersaw or like a safe lane, because he normally plays stuff like Clock and Puck and stuff like that.
Yep. Clock is taken out. It seems like Clock has been receiving a lot of attention from the pro community, right? They've been just taking him, drafting him.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was watching some games with Lyrical, and the idea I have so far from this draft is just that, like, there's just a bunch of engagements, and Clock's one of those supports that's just really good in these like non-stop engagements, just separating the team from each other and all that kind of stuff.
All right.
And initiating, and we have a Wraith King.
Yeah, we do have a Wraith King. Is this a Wraith King support or a Wraith King core?
So hard to say. I would have to say it is going to be a core.
Okay.
Although it's very likely we can see a jungle Wraith King. It's not like
It's not terrible.
it's not terrible. Yeah.
It's not great, but it's not terrible.
I mean, it's like you said, anything can work.
Yeah.
No one really knows just yet. It might be the next big thing.
So one thing I want to mention is that in the new patch, all heroes lost about 200 HP, or sorry, 400 HP or so by the end of the game. Is that correct? Because you used to get...
I mean, it depends on the passives you take, right? The talents. Some of the talents actually give you life or strength.
Correct.
And it might kind of balance that.
But I don't think any hero has talents to kind of give them the plus 20 stats that every hero enjoyed at level 25 before. So
Right.
I think overall heroes are a bit squishier. So I think it makes heroes such as Clockwork a bit stronger by comparison, like just the nukers. I don't know how that factors into heroes like Wraith King, for example, and whether that makes him more or less playable, but it's interesting to think about.
I wonder if people would still draft stuff like anti-mage to deal with Wraith King, because you have to be level 25 for that new talent. So,
I think that new talent's a trap. If you're level
I
25
think it is too.
and you can't actually solve the mana problem, you've lost by then, right?
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're against an anti-mage, you are going to get absolutely demolished
I mean,
by him anyway.
You could get a Soul Ring if you really care about that, or you could get, I don't know, like actual in-item. Shiva Scar is a popular choice. You could go Aghanim Scepter for your team as well. But
That's so dubious, because you're just building yourself up to do no damage and
yeah, but your team does a ton of damage.
and get a huge like mono void ready for him.
All right, I think the real story here is that we got to support Chaos Knight, play by
We've been
FY.
seeing this a lot. A lot of teams have actually been doing this. I think I watched OG the other day run this. I think I told you about it, right? And they just bought like, yeah, it was really legit. He took Reality Rift at level 1 and he had a Blightstone and straight up
Yep.
-5 armor at level 1. They could even kill heroes like Ogre Magi at level 1.
Did they get Orb of Venom as well?
No, it's just Blightstone.
Ooh, Phoenix as the final pick here for CDEC. So very
It is
team.
more Wraith King then, right?
Yeah, there could be a scenario where you go Phoenix offlane and Timber safe, but it does not seem like it. It seems like a carry Wraith King. I guess Wraith King is pretty, like all of these heroes are pretty bad against Chaos Knight, right? I guess Timbersaw is decent.
Yeah, Timbersaw's decent. So this is actually really funny from Vici. Now that I think about it, right? You ban out the SD because SD Luna has been the go-to combo
Right.
all this time.
But you get
But
Chaos
now
Knight. Luna.
you get a Chaos Knight. Yeah, this is the new SD.
Do you think he's gonna go
Yeah.
Ags?
The more powerful. He's definitely going to get Ags. Without a doubt, he's going to get Ags. We're going to see like 7 Luna Illusions, however many you get. How many do you get? You can get up to 4. So we're going to see 6 Illusions with her Manta. So I'm
Right.
ready to see the innovation.
So how it works is basically you just cast your all on them, right? And then you
Right.
still have the chance to get another one.
I believe so.
Do you know if it works with your own spells like Reality Rift and things like that?
Yeah, it does. At least I
As-
didn't see the entire game, but I remember they had a discussion about it, and Rhyme thought that it didn't work, but apparently someone said it did work. So I'm gonna believe that it does work.
Okay.
Someone's definitely tried this before. I haven't tried it yet, but I have to assume that it'll work.
All right. I'm liking this, where you have like really beefy former core heroes played as a support role. Looks like Yang's Central War was scoped out, and now don't think he'll die or anything, but they are slowing him down with the dive. September, I used to remember, is one of the best Phoenix players in China. So you used to always ban it when you go up against CDEC or September in general.
Oh, this is a sneaky move.
Okay, smoke to challenge. Okay, it's gonna be tough here, especially with the dive on cooldown for 10 more seconds. Demon's gonna lead.
This is like the perfect timing, though.
Yep, it's gonna be a lift. Mikasa is gonna get found, and this should be an easy kill. Flyby is gonna let loose a stun. They have the rune. Looks like Demon will take it up. First blood goes to Shade. All right.
They could have easily given it to the mid, but they gave it to Demons instead. So I have to assume they want him to pick up
The other rune as well.
I think they give this to Phoenix, and because he's like super close to his boots already, they just want to give him boots as soon as possible. I believe.
Or he could have just taken it because he was afraid that Shadowfiend would take it right before dawn. There's that too.
I mean, they could see the positioning. I think they had everything planned out. Because he was totally stun locked. There's no way he's going to get it.
Alright. Looks like Demons is going to rotate up top to give Timbersaw a little bit of help. No, Timbersaw is just jungling. So this is a scenario that we talked about. We don't think that Timbersaw could actually withstand the top lane. And Jun normally don't put himself in that position. But the good old Iron Talon jungle, man, he is actually doing nothing for a while.
Yeah, this is perfectly fine. I mean, it's better than getting nothing, right? And that lane is extremely dangerous for him.
Oh, did FY read a new patch? He took Chaos Blow at 1.
I think Chaos Bolt is fine. Because you have a Shadow Fiend, right? So, but just by giving him like a very short stun. Oh, look at this mid pull.
Yo, how did that happen?
Tech.
I'm hype. Yeah, man. Always down for the new tech. Dude, you just win mid lane so easily with this.
This is so dirty. I think this is gonna get nerfed. I think they're gonna remove the ability for telekinesis to work on ancients right after this. After seeing this,
I don't know. They did some pathing before to fix the Earthshaker pull, so that creeps don't walk next to fissures.
Walk through, yeah. Well, because this is not a very interesting mechanic, I guess. So this is why I think that the likelihood of them patching this will be very, very high.
Demons not going for the runes really next to the mid lane, so I find that somewhat surprising. Yeah, I get what you mean by not very... it's not a good mechanic to have in the game. Man, Yang is just up there. Just trading, tanking the wave. He's got that atrophy aura, so he doesn't care.
Yep. This is just standard pit lord stuff. It's so difficult to kill a pit lord. You have to have a lot of nuke damage in order to kill him.
Yep. I'm actually really annoyed by that. You don't see plus or minus damage now very quickly. You have to like hover over the number. You know what I'm talking about?
That's a very good point. Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, it was they kind of changed the UI a couple of times. Of the original iteration of it was you could see it. Then it became you have to hold Alt. Now you can't even hold Alt to see it.
You have to hover.
You just have to hover over it.
Shade, is he gonna get Reality Rift? No. FY did have the Windlace, but still not fast enough. I mean, overall, you don't really need that number 99% of the time, but that 1% of the time where, where you want to see how much plus damage somebody has is very annoying. All right,
yeah, I agree with you.
Gonna eat a Phoenix Sun right here. That's that magic damage you were talking about, down to about half HP already, but they are out of magic damage. Flyby needs a little bit of help from September just to survive. He pops a mango. There's the hammer. I don't think September does enough right-click damage. In fact, he turns around with a creep wave support, looking for that firestorm. He has a mango if he wants to pop it himself. FY's gonna come in. That's gonna be one kill with the illusion rune, and now September is surrounded. He has Sunray, and he needs to Sunray himself out of here. He's gonna go to the right side, but he breaks a tree, so... Yep, that's going to be a double kill for FY. Not exactly the most successful roam up to that point, but damn, he is right back in the game.
I mean, to be fair, he was just kind of dealing with mid, because this Ancient Pole is just crippling Mikasa.
Yeah.
So he spent most of his time dealing with it, and after he kind of like saw the opportunity, he just went bottom and got 2 kills. This is like a huge movement from him.
All right, 0 out of 5 shower usage. Yang just popped it for himself. CK was nearby. Shadow Fiend was nearby. Nobody communicated.
It happens.
Happens. I guess FY didn't really need it because he has a clarity running. And now he's rotating around, trying to find that, I guess, Timbersaw that was jungling up to that point. Demons. Trying to go for the core. Oh, wow. Nice deny here. Sorry, tower deny is what I meant, but he's going to pay with it with his life.
Still worth it. You got the deny. I mean, he's only feeds over, like, however much gold that is, like 300 or something, roughly. Yeah, 281.
What do you think about the new sound that the game makes when there's a kill? You know, the
I didn't even... I don't even notice it.
Really?
I have all my settings incredibly low. Yeah.
I see. Because there's so many kills happening in these games that I just hear that sound all the freaking time. Mid lane, Shade's gonna open things up with a Dragon Tail, Sunrays happening from behind. Mikasa struggling still. Shade picks up yet another kill. Keep in mind this man got first blooded by Shade, who had the huge advantage on him. He got pulled against, as looks like End got a kill with the Eclipse up top. And yeah, apart from FY, I feel like even though Vici has a bit more kills, I think CDEC is feeling quite comfortable with the position they're in right now.
I think a lot of it has to do with that Ancient Pole mid. I think he denied so much mid. I think it was like almost 3 waves or something like that. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with how Mikasa is able to keep up despite that. Oh, stun, reality? Oh, he doesn't even need it.
Yep, FY maybe reality demon? Nope. This is not enough movement speed, so gonna pay close attention to how FY kind of progresses item build. So far, it's just the basic brown boots, some regen. What do you think is gonna be his boot choice? Arcanes? Phase?
I think they should... Wait, who are you talking about?
CK's boot choice.
I think you want to get Arcane, personally.
Flyby, taking a ton of damage here. Couple more right clicks. Glimpse back into that.
Got the ulti, though.
Yo.
Are they going to come help him? They have to come help him. Yeah.
Sunray's on cooldown, so here comes June. Chakram's going to fly out here against the Yang. Yang's going to run towards the enemy team so his teammates don't have to die. Alright, well, definitely better than CDEC expected, I guess.
I think they were kind of baiting that. I mean, it's so obvious that Flyby has his ultimate, right? So they wanted to just pull him in as close as possible to the tower and then rotate one person in. Because at least one person has to die to that reincarnation slow.
Yeah. Well, Flyby is not looking to do anything for the next...
Oh, bottom. Reality Rift stun. He is very dead. He has no mana.
Yeah. Yo, this the double circle is gonna be super annoying, right? Kinetic field into
This is a really good point. I actually think that this is a legit strategy they came up with to keep people in the pit for as long as possible.
Yeah. Imagine if you have a static storm on top of that too. Oh my god.
That's the synergy.
All right. Looks like we're gonna see.
Here we go.
Glimpse back. No mana for the kinetic field though. They're gonna try to burn him down. One more raise is what they need, but it's not gonna get.
Oh, demons might get reality.
But the entire team is
here.
here.
The whole team is here though.
Yeah, FY is gonna pay for his insolence. And despite June not having the best lane, he's actually there for all the fights, and he's getting a lot of things done. He's gonna get arcane boots pretty fast. A pretty good recovery, if you have to ask me.
I don't even think he was that far behind. I mean, he set back Rubik, so he's like on par with Rubik. And if he's on par with Rubik, I think it's okay because his skill set is like really, really powerful.
Are you talking about FY?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mentioning Timber.
Oh, you're talking about Timber.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's good. It's good. It's fine.
I mean, he's just jungling Timber.
Yeah.
His rotations kind of help them, keep up the pace. I mean, he's not going to be on par with the Underlord, though. The Underlord's just getting so much in the offlane.
Alright, FY is going to make another gank here on the bottom lane. They do have the Sunray, but And the TP coming. N's gonna come in with Eclipse. He gets glimpsed away. It's Dragon Knight. Alright, and this is the deadest flyby you'll ever see. It looks like Mikasa's gonna pick up the kill. On the bottom side, did he pour it out? Oh, it looks like Phoenix dove away. But he's stuck in the trees here, and they kind of know. I don't know why they know, but they do know. Trying to get vision on him. They dropped the ward.
That ward.
FY. Making it happen.
They just know.
Yeah.
And this is why it's dangerous to dive the tier 1s against the Disruptor. You think you have the numbers, and all of a sudden someone's just gone.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Knight is going to get a tier 1 tower because he got glimpsed right back to the middle, so it's not that bad. And Demons was able to get about 1.5 to 2 minutes of free farm, so he's got Arcane Boots, he's got level 6. I guess waiting for somebody to TP in so he could spell steal.
Yeah, I think it was actually worth it for them. I think Vici definitely pulled ahead a little bit, but it's not the worst for CDEC.
Alright, Vici goes for the team shower. Nicely done. Shade picks up a rune up top here. Can't really transition off of tower pushing because he doesn't have his dragon form yet.
I think they're just waiting for someone to show up because he has a haste rune, so they can probably kill someone. And everyone else is coming up here now too.
Alright, so the other day I asked you about Core getting a Helm of Dominator. You said it's more of the supportive 3, 4, 5 position item, but the Wraith King is getting it here. And I gotta say, I think this is probably one of the better heroes to get it on a core, right? Because every aspect of that helps your hero so much.
I still would prefer it on a core, but it's definitely not a bad item on Wraith King.
Yeah.
Plus, it's really easy to set up yourself for like chaining disables with any creep you take. Because it's just a single target stun. Oh, mid team fight.
Yang is gonna get absolutely wrecked here. The egg not gonna hit anybody else. It looks like somebody did get glimpsed back again. It's gonna be Dragon Knight coming in from the back behind. He will get stormed here, and it looks like gonna try to burn him down. Eclipse is gonna be good. Great static storm here by DDC. June's gonna go down here as well, because he thought the Eclipse was flying out. Great play by Vici Gaming. Turns 2 kills around, and they can actually go for a flyby. They got glimpse available in about a couple seconds here. Flyby does have his ult at the ready, but they're gonna try to burn it. Flyby taking a ton of damage. Glimpse coming off cooldown. Reality Rift. One more beam. Right click. I think they could kill him maybe a second time. Alright, maybe not under the tower. FY is going to drop his ult. He's going to take... No! Missed stun here by Flyby. Glimpse is going to cancel the Sun Ray. And now 3 second stun on Flyby. Do they actually want to go into the tower? Seems like not.
That was such an overcommitment from CDEC. They thought they were like in a really strong position, but the great ultimate from DDC just turned that fight around entirely. They just lost 2 without even being able to do anything. Especially along with the Eclipse.
I didn't even think it was an overcommitment, right? You have DK to flank somebody, you're going to cut them off, and your teammate's coming in, but he just got absolutely wrecked. September is going to get snared? No. Stun's going to trail him, but DK is going to soak some damage up, and Phoenix will be fine. Top lane. Dude, Demons has been here for like an hour.
I mean, he's level 8.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to make it out. Oh my goodness, he did make it out.
Go. 50 HP survival. So, this is probably one of the best spells to steal if you're looking to farm. Firestorm is absolutely no joke. You clear a whole wave with Fable.
I mean, you just drop the Firestorm and you Fate Bolt and everything's dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he can just keep this top lane pushed out the entire time.
Yeah. In games like these, like, if you have a Timbersaw on the other side, or if you have a... Oh, looks like CDC just double smoked on the mid lane. That's unfortunate. As a Rubik, you could go Arcane and Soul Ring, and you just, like... You actually rise so fast if you could steal, like, Firestorm or Chakram. Because you just, like, melt waves.
I mean, you can, but...
I mean, it comes in a cost...
I really wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, you're going to take way too much farm. You're pretty much taking out an entire lane for yourself. And
I mean,
your
you
cores
could...
are going to suffer for it.
You could stack in jungle.
Unless there's a way. Stack in jungle.
Yeah, it's actually, like, super efficient. Maybe in the old patch, the new jungle...
Right, wait. They're going to find... Shadow Fiend rotating in. Oh, this is 4v2. This is not looking good for Vici.
Well, they think they're doing some stuff, but it's going to be... Looks like Thunderstrike stolen here. Mikasa's going to be dead. Yang actually flies in with his airplane, but now he needs to fly back out because he is in a lot of trouble. Yang, did it have glimpse on him? No vision.
No, he stole Thunderbolt, unfortunately.
Oh no, the Disruptor was, well, on his team, so yeah. Thunderstrike. By the way, interesting interaction with Rubik is that I'm pretty sure you do not get any buffed up things that you steal from the other side via talents. So for example, if N takes the Lucent Beam, does extra 40 damage, and you steal Lucent Beam, your Lucent Beams won't get the plus 40, because talents is innate to the hero, whereas spells are stolen. If that made any sense.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah. Did you test this?
I heard a rumor. I have not tested it.
You heard a rumor.
Yeah.
This is probably something you can test right after this.
Alright, Mikasa. Gonna get ganked again. Man. The fights are fast and furious. And he did.
I mean, that's Dota right now, you know?
Yeah.
Just skirmish after skirmish. Just people just want to keep fighting.
Alright, September working towards a Veil of Discord. I guess shouldn't be too surprised as support heroes are picking up a ton of farm these days. With all the fighting and the runes that you get.
Classic FY. Buys Midas, first item.
I mean, he's gonna have to rush towards that Axe, right? And you need level 18 now, so might as well.
It's a good point. I mean, I think I mentioned it before, but this is definitely a incredibly good Midas patch.
Yeah. I think I saw an infographic on Reddit today to show the experience that you need to get to like certain levels, and it's actually all fine and dandy getting up to level 11 pretty easily, but from level 11 to level 12 and that point on, it's just like you're walking uphill, man. It's not great, and that might.
I felt like getting all the way to 20 actually doesn't feel that bad. It's 20 to 25. Yeah, okay. That's the real stretch.
I guess I'm playing support, so you know, from 11 to 12
September, they see September. They need Disruptor to catch him out, though.
Yeah, he's dead. Wait, where's the Thunder
Strike?
No. He didn't Thunder Strike. Oh, they got him.
No, it's okay. They got it. Yeah, there's a ward.
So they could now ping out the other ward, but easy kill.
Yeah, so CDEC have to know that there's a ward up here, because there's no way you get a glimpse like that.
Oh, Mask of Madness Luna. Thoughts?
I think I saw someone do this. Wasn't it another Chinese team that did this? Oh, Glimpse, June? Reality Rift stun?
Oh, yeah.
He even drops an ulti for it.
Oh, demons keep walking.
Is he, though?
Yo, he's actually gonna survive? Meanwhile, demons is the one that actually dies. That's unfortunate for him. How did he survive? Did he have Hood? Yes. He did have Hood and he popped it too. He's actually gonna shrine up and look to fight again. 10 out of 10 shrine.
This is the right play. Yeah, this is the right play.
This is what shrines are meant for.
You save so much time because no one ever uses the shrines in base. All right, Shade has his Blink Dagger now. He's really strong. He uses his Armlet too.
Yeah, taking a page out of the super playbook of DK. And generally, this is where LFY, if they're in this position, they just take over the game with a Dragon Knight. So I'm expecting something similar for CDC because you combo it very well. They happen, right? They just stun into Sunray, into another stun, and pretty much anybody is dead.
Now that they have the blink, they should smoke for it.
Yeah,
they're gathering up. The only downside is, like you said, they double smoked earlier, so they really have to make this one count.
So when you say make a count, like 1 to 2 kill into a tower is kind of what we're picturing.
I think even 1 into the tower is worth it.
Okay. No, they're not ganking in the lanes.
Oh, so this is already really unfortunate for them. Vici are kind of sensing something is off.
They got a rune.
They all rotate to the top lane together. They got a rune. They'll probably get a tower for this too. They're already pushing it.
Yo, this Mask of Madness Luna, whenever she uses it, her portrait has that little mask.
It's blurred.
Yeah,
it's blurred as well. I tried Mask of Madness the other day, and I am so not used to it.
Why not?
Like I popped it, right? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna Mask of Madness and I'm gonna cast spells, and I realized, oh wait, I'm silenced.
That's how the new item works. CDC's gonna try to take a fight. Okay, glimpse back, but that's Flyby. Flyby will gladly take your ultimate, slows everybody down. He's gonna reincarnate. Now Mikasa's in there. Mikasa is gonna get a little bit of help with that Static Storm, but regardless, he will die. I'm not sure whether Yang popped this mag. Meanwhile, Shay takes a full Eclipse next to the Phoenix. Shay's trying to run, but lightning strikes on him. He needs to toggle this. He doesn't. The beam's gonna take him down as well. CDC loses that team fight. Vici will lose.
Oh, they
to
glimpsed
Mikasa.
him. They're gonna lose demons too. He got the glimpse at the last moment.
Wait, I thought
Double
he-
pit of malice.
I thought he blinked away. I guess they got vision.
He did blink away. They got vision. FY walked up the hill and just gave him vision.
All right.
And I think DDC had a good idea of where he was too. That was just incredibly fast reaction from DDC because he had less than half a second to react to that.
That was the manliest Requiem, right? Because you know you're gonna die there once you drop the Requiem.
I mean, it was a cool combo, right?
Yeah.
He Requiem like almost perfectly on time with that glimpse.
Yeah.
So it was impressive to watch, but like you said, that was incredibly manly. He was definitely gonna die for that.
Yeah. FY forgot to skill the talent. No, he did. He just got it. +7 intelligence, so that will allow him to not get
Okay.
the arcane boots.
Yeah. And you look at that. Scepter is queued up.
All right.
This is it. This is the new age of Dota.
So basically, Vici is gonna take it up the butt for a while, and then they win in one go.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, they're not even losing that hard. They're actually winning in terms of kills. Net worth, they're actually up by 4,000. I have the illusion that they're losing, but I guess I'm not really watching this game properly because they are winning by all metrics.
And it probably only seems that way because Mikasa's dying every single team fight, but they're winning on every other end.
Yeah. Maybe Mikasa will.
I mean, he's still really farmed. Like, look at his items. He's got Dragonlance and BKB. Now it's really difficult to kill him because he got BKB.
I wonder if he this is an Axe game ever for Mikasa. It's gonna make him so tanky.
I honestly don't think the build is bad at all. It's just a lot of players don't seem to like it. And to be fair, I'm not really airplanes flying somewhere. Oh, they're all going bottom lane.
All right. CK's is that his illusions? CK's showing the lane, baiting a gang. The rest of the team is smoked up. They see June, and that's gonna be a juicy kill. He might have the hood, but I don't know
He
about
is
this
so
one.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team has no time to react. So this is going to be a tier 2 bottom, almost certainly, and they're going to have a lot of control of their jungle now too, which is a big deal. Are they going to find demons? No, there's no way.
It's a great juke pass in those trees. Oh,
Oh,
glimpse.
they found him.
Wait. Oh, he popped an ult. And this is actually not too bad here as N is trapped in that. He pops the BKB, but he gets stunned immediately.
Oh, no.
CDEC, no, he actually pops the Mask of Madness in there and right clicks, flyby, does have the ult, so he's going to tank it in the front line. But very awkward position, especially without the Phoenix egg now. Eclipse is going to fly down, Shade's going to go down. September's in the trees right now, Reincarnation coming through. Mikasa, oh my god, the Phoenix
that's
just
Wi-Fi.
jumped into the meat grinder. Oh my god.
Of course, he just dove right into it. He probably took more instances than he normally should have.
Yeah, and I don't think we're even going to see Ags on CK because the game might just be over right now.
I don't think it'll end right now. I think they can probably hold. Even if they lose anything, it will be one frax at most. Yeah, they're already back. They're really low, so there's no way.
Alright, well.
Oh, demons! He catches out Mikasa. Is anything gonna come of this? Probably not.
BKB's on CD for a little bit longer. And so is the mech. Mikasa?
Oh, he's gonna get him.
Yeah, it should be an
He's
easy
gonna
shot
get
for him. There you go.
All right, nice little counter kill from demons.
Yep.
Made it into a somewhat salvageable situation.
Yeah, what CDC need right now is time, because none of their heroes are really online yet. I mean, Timbersaw needs his Aghanim Scepter to output damage, and Brave King, well, he needs like 2 more items to output damage. And then DK, even though
This
he's...
is definitely, yeah.
Yeah, DK's doing well, but he also needs 1 or 2 more items. And the reason I'm saying like they need more items is, if you look at this Pit Lord, he's got Mech, he's got Pipe, he's got Atrophy Aura, right? This is the reason why that he's such an obnoxious hero to deal against. He's just like stifles all your damage output in a team fight. It's just really, really tough.
Yeah, he definitely cuts out an enormous amount of damage from your team.
And Rape King is not a hero that exactly shines with damage output. He takes a while to get there. Looks like he's got the plus 15 damage, plus 15 movement speed.
CDC really need to pick up Maelstroms or Mjolnirs this game. I think it's probably the best item. Oh, they're going to catch out Stade. Casually farming. He's super dead, I believe.
It's gonna get glimpsed back, no BKB or anything.
And this is probably a mid-tier 2 tower now. I mean, things are just really starting to fall apart for CDEC. They can't let these kind of things happen. Because every time these pickoffs happen, they just lose a tier 2. one after the other, and then you lose your shrines, and then you lose Roshan, and it's just okay. They're not going to take tier 2. They just go straight for Roshan, but an objective nonetheless.
Sorry for saying Timber is going Ags. He's obviously going for Bloodstone. It's 24 minutes. I assume he had Bloodstone by now, but he's also in Struck City with the rest of his team and haven't got anything yet. Man, how many extra kills has CDEC picked up for his team in this game with Glimpse? It seems like every time I look, he's just like...
I mean, if you look at his score, he's 2-1-15, so he's got 17 out of 20 kill participation. He's very up there in terms of helping his team get kills.
Yeah, and there's also all of those under the tower fights where he's glimpsing away people that are porting in. Those are not kills that you tack onto the scoreboard, but it's a reason why they're this ahead now.
He's about to pick up his own Veil too. I mean, he's doing a lot for his team right now. There's so much damage.
Veil?
This Veil is really, yeah.
Yeah, Veil and Disruptor.
I mean, you have Pit Lord too.
I guess so. It's not really for himself, right? I mean, it's okay with Static Storm.
It's not for himself.
Yeah.
You have a Requiem, you have Raises, you have an Eclipse, you have a Pit Lord.
Yeah.
There is a lot of magic damage coming out of Vici.
Alright, here we go. Vici's going to siege another tier 2 tower. That's the last outer tower of the map. That means shrines are starting to go down. Shade?
Oh, mid? Is Shade going to get Glimpse?
No, they don't.
He lost Vision.
Yeah. Shrines immediately getting pinged out. This is what I like to see. So far, I gotta say, this Mask of Madness.
Oh, and look at this. The Scepter is complete. Just like that, the Scepter is complete.
Are we gonna high
We're
ground
gonna
right
see. We are going to see a lot of Lunas.
Yep.
And the best part is, he doesn't even have to control his main hero. He can just select all the Lunas and just like do some fancy micro with them. Split them up and all that kind of nice stuff.
Uh-oh, they see CDEC here. And chasing forward.
Oh, Glimpse? It's coming soon.
Okay, and... Well, no, they want to fight the Static Storm, but no, DK blinked into the Static Storm, and he doesn't have the BKB. Looks like the Bloodstone was triggered. They heal everybody up, and they die again. Well, it's going to be Flyby coming back in, but guess what? That Pit of Mal is still rooting him up. That's got to be GG. If it's not called right now, it's going to get forced out, because FY... Oh, it looks like he used Phantasm throughout all of that.
He Phantasmed the SF to save him from a lot of the incoming damage.
Oh, dude, using it like a Manta style.
It gives you half a second of invulnerability, so it is very much like the Manta style.
It's actually better, right? If it's that half a second long. That's a lot of time to dodge.
I mean, that's like 5 times longer than Manta, so yeah. So he got Wraith King stunned, I believe, and then he just Phantasmed him.
Yo, I did not see that part. I wasn't even calling that out. I just saw that big-ass Static Storm. I gotta say, you don't see a spectacular game from Disruptor all that often, but he's definitely the MVP for me this game.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the score kind of tells it all anyways. He's 2-1-18. He set up almost every single kill for his team.
Yeah.
Like, every time there was a kill, it was him who set it up. Just glimpse someone back or catch someone out.
I'm still thinking back to that mid fight where the hasted DK was trying to come in and set something out for his team, but that Storm was on point, led to Eclipse, led to like Glimpse kill and whatsoever. So great game by Vici Gaming. Coming into today, I thought they were not going to perform well, but it seems like it's a new patch, it's a new team, and hopefully it's a new Vici, because they definitely need to forget the disaster that was 2016 and come to 2017 with some I don't know, bright future. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Game 2 is coming up next, and hopefully it's going to be a good one. We'll be here in a bit. See you guys.